Yo, if you did not see the end of the show we just finished with Nick O and Tom, we were always serious, having a great show, great topics. I let it off the rails a little bit. It was just super entertaining and super wild shit. Essentially, what I said was that Nico is going to plow into Derek when he sees him, and I don't know, pretty good stuff. We have Keith in here, almost first. Fimst, I can't read. I've been drinking. Max is first. What up, Keith? Shout out Keith, the dude Keith. Big Ray, hello, boys. I'm back. Little Independence Day reference. One of my all-time favorite movies was the movie I always watched when I stayed home from school sick. 1995, Bill Pullman. Fuck yeah, Bill Pullman. I always have a tough debate with, Pullman versus Paxton. Paxton's career is much better than Pullman's, but Pullman is close to my heart just with Independence Day. Thought Bill Pullman should have had a better career. Big Paxton guy over here, though. So we're going to do a puppy. The Frenchie just finished, of course, which I didn't even get a share of because I didn't want to do any more slow drafts. Fucking sucks. So we're going to get into a puppy. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to hop on in. And I'm not joining yet, just pulling it up. And we have Derek trying to fucking make trades with Keith. What's up, Blake? Shout out Blake, media manager in the channel. You see him in here as Brick Flair. He's the GOAT. Love you, man. Appreciate you. I already swapped spots. You know what's funny is my next two drafts I did that I got like my draft picks for once they fill up on Fantrax, I got the second pick. So now I'm even on 5 and 2. But you know what? I also like 5. Yeah, Randy Quaid as well. Yeah, Randy Quaid is definitely the other Quaid. You know what I mean? But Christification all time. And also, guys, let's not forget Randy Quaid is a fucking Oscar winner. He won an Oscar. He's got the 12th pick, Keith. I know everything in terms of these leagues. 12th pick for Derek. So he wants to trade you. And what do you have, like 7? I know Derek has 12 because I want to avoid that motherfucker. Chris Kyle, the American sniper. We're going to get in this draft here in a second. Let me finish pouring this brewski up. And this feels great, man. You guys know I've still been chugging on the show for the supers and all the goals. But I have only been drinking bourbon and tea, like a light amount of bourbon on the show, sipping. I'm a beer drinker at heart, man. So I took 5 weeks off of drinking actual beers, like not chugging beer, like sipping on beers. My sipping is like 12 beers. I feel great. It's good to be back, man. All right, we're going to do 1237. Let me get some tunes going here. We'll do 1238. How about 1238 for this draft? We will join. Let me get some music going, get the volume ready. There we go. What do we got here? Let's start off with some spacey shit. All right. Again, shout out Nico and Tom for a great segment. I just kind of hosted that show and let them go ham on the players they hate, which was great. Any chance I can get some thought on a team I drafted tonight? Of course, Tyler. That's what we do, my dude. Lay it on me. Try to do it. Was it give me the underdog? Was it redraft? Give me the layout because I can't grade a team properly without the layout. Yeah, after I got the extra draft last night and we intentionally waited for me to. Love you, Cameron. Appreciate you, man. Cameron is a YouTube member now, so appreciate you, dude. Derek is in here. 1238, we're joining this draft together, so 1238, Keith's going to think about it. We're at 1236 right now. This is AM Central, so 1 minute. 1 minute from now, 12:38 a.m. Central. We're hopping in this one. So this is a puppy 3, a 20-second per pick fast draft. The puppy 3. Give me 1 second, Tyler. I'll get to your team. I want to make sure we get as close to the 12:38 threshold for this draft so we can all get in this together. And I will get into your team here. What is the roster real quick? Is it 3 receivers and a flex? Like, give me that so I can give you a proper grade, my dude. And then also the chat can help you out as well. We're about 30 seconds away from 12:38 a.m. Central. that's when we're joining this draft. So get it ready. I'm going to hit enter, but I'm not going to join it. I got it on confirm. When I see 1238, I'm hitting that shit. Just like fucking Nico is going to be hitting Derek on that trip in Texas. Sorry, man. I had to do it. Fucking had to do it. There it is, 1238. I'm in. All right. Let's do the swap. You talked about my guy. Who's your guy? 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. It's not best ball. Ended up with Shatter with people sniping my running backs. Okay, so 2 running backs, so only 1 flex. And so essentially it's 2 running backs and 3 receivers in a PPR. Let's take a look at the team. Let me get to the board here. Hey-oh, I got 12. Love that. All right, Tyler has Caleb, Hendy, Stevenson, Pollard, Harvey with Lamb, Rice, Devonta Smith, Parker Washington, Stribling, Loveland, and Ferguson. I like this team, man. In PPR, I would hate it if it was half PPR, but I hate Hendy as your number 1 running back for sure. I hate that. But Stevenson, God, you got to start both fucking Patriots running backs. That's an issue. Pollard and Harvey are fine, but Lamb, Rice, Devonta Smith, super nice. Those are your starters. And then Loveland and Caleb. So not the best team. I would probably give it like a C+ just because of the running back situation. And you're buying in on the Bears a lot, which isn't a bad discussion to have or a bad team to buy into. But you gotta work some trades or some waiver wire stuff. Your bench should be handcuffed running backs, bro. I don't know. You probably have more players in your bench than you listed. I would definitely pick up some stuff there. Is this an expensive league, Tyler? Give us the rundown. Is it expensive? Is it cheap? Is it a friends league? Like, you should have gone Scatabo, man. In a 12-team league, a 10-team league, give me the tight end because the running backs will fall. Obviously, you saw what happened. So give me Scatabo over Loveland, but it's all good. I love Loveland as well. $50 buy-in. Well, if you play other leagues, if you want my like full advice and me actually like there every week for waivers and trades, this is what I do, man. So if you want to join the community, hop in, bro. Get in the Discord, and you have me as a full-time assistant, essentially. I do this for already 30 fucking plus people. I play 40 leagues myself, but this is my entire existence as of now to make this channel work, and I fucking love doing it. So you're getting a veteran that's played over 500 redraft leagues. I know you're like, well, how'd you do that? You're so young looking. I am kind of young looking, but it's by playing 30 leagues a year, essentially. Let me get this shit up here. All right, I'm up at 1 pick. What do we got here? We got Jefferson and Genty. That seems like a super nice start. Let's just do that. Sweet. Yeah, once you get in, man, definitely prefer you join the professional tier. So, bro, 12 man. How much is the buy-in, Tyler? How much is the buy-in, bro? I will draft this team with you. This is what I offer for fanatics. But if you just join the professional tier, I will draft this team with you live on the stream. You want to come on the fucking show? Draft with me. We just had Junk Buster on here. We drafted the banger of bangers, dude. Our bench receivers were Luther Burden, Brian Thomas, and Christian Watson. It was a 10-man league. But, yeah, dude, I'll draft the team with you. You have my assistance throughout the year. Derek asked earlier this week to swap in PPR redraft, to swap in PPR draft. So now Keith is in the mix. Now you're pissed. So guess what? You guys are all fighting over that 12th pick. I already swapped my pick to 2, so I'm happy with that. Hey, Junk, there's our dude. We drafted the best team of all time, Junk. Can't wait to dominate your buddies in that league. Shout out Junkbuster69. You know, I used to just shout him out because his name was cool. Now I'm shouting him out because he's a fucking fanatic in the goddamn community. let's give him a little love. Let's give all you guys a little love for your continued support and just buying into what I'm selling, which is love and positivity, but also making goddamn money. You see Junk Buster on the bottom of the Fanatics here. Not that you're the bottom. You're the most recent Fanatic. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Well, Tyler, if you want to win, like I said, I'm in, man. I got nothing going on tomorrow, actually. My drafts don't start until Sunday. Sunday is my first draft of my own, and then starting Wednesday, I have drafts every fucking night. But I'd love to draft a team with you and dominate some fools, because home leagues are generally very, very easy money. Well, if you have another guy in there, that might make it tough. But, dude, I'm always down to just be an ear. You guys could both come on the show, depending on the time, whatever. I'll make it work, man. So, totally up to you, dude. Jeremiah Love, is this a sign of things to come because of his volume and what he did in the preseason? He looked great. He looked like Adrian Peterson, bro. You know, I've been talking up Jeremiah Love and snatching him up everywhere in the third round in these best ball drafts. That's a fair price, right? The 2-3 turn is a fair price for Jeremiah Love. He's been going pick 29. Yeah, give me Jeremiah Love, especially in best ball. All right, let's get busy with this draft. What the fuck is going on here? All right, I got it figured out.
Yeah, it was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
Also, Tyler, if you're going to do it, let me hook you up with what other people have been getting for this limited time, 50% off this month. If you sign up, which you will, if you want to, 50% off. Use that code, the code PRO. Use it. Is it true if you don't use it, you lose it? Great quote from 40-Year-Old Virgin. And I don't think so, because eventually you get more hard because you're horny. A lot of good options available to us at receiver in particular. We're going to take a receiver for sure. And we got to hope two of these names fall back. I have Keith is in here. So who's in here? We have Fantasy Dog. What's up, Fantasy Dog? He is at 5. Montana at 6. Max at 8. Derek at 9. Super Beast at 10. Go Horns, who has never spoken a word in this chat, which is strange. I don't know why. He is at 9, I think. I know Horns is in chats because Horns, I've seen you on Nice and Blunt. I know you are on Nice and Blunt's chat, so why can't you say hello to us? I'm just very confused. I'm actually kind of hurt, man. Like, I'm not asking for much from you. Maybe it's because a subscriber only doesn't want to subscribe to the channel. That is totally free, man. Say what's up. He's right next to me. Say what's up, man. You've been sniping me a bunch. I'm not salty. I just want to say hello to you and greet you and say, how you doing? How's it going? So, Go Horns. I know you have. I know. I've seen you on Blunt. Say something. So, you're not a mute. And also, if you were a mute, you can still type. Say hello to us. Say hello. Over under that we hear from Go Horns, guys. Give me the chances. Is it plus 200? Yeah, same, Fantasy Dog. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm the most personable. I'm like the nicest guy ever, I feel like. Higgins or Waddle in full PPR? Higgins, bro. Waddle. Get the hell out of here with Waddle. I don't take Waddle, so. Now, Higgins is definitely a better play in half PPR, and Waddle has appeal in full PPR. I'm trusting Joe Burrow. I'm trusting the Bengals offense. I'm trusting T. Higgins is going to have 10 touchdowns. Like, Waddle has, like, no touchdown upside. And if people think he's just, like, a PPR merchant, that's fine. I see the appeal in best ball. Redraft 100% Higgins. For me, best ball Higgins as well. So, what are the odds that we hear from Go Horns? Are we going to call it 3-1, plus 300 that we hear from him, and then minus 385 that we don't hear from him? That's the favor, right? Because we haven't heard from him yet. I know he's listening. I know he's watching. Because he's always in these drafts with us when we're on. So, again, not calling you out, brother. Just want to hear you. Just want to hear you. Minus 1,000. Blake says minus 1,000 doesn't respond. That is, you got to lay $1,000 to win 100. That is some heavy odds. And Blake is a badass bettor who is crushing UFC and soccer. He crushes all the weird shit that I don't watch. But shout out to you, man. There's edges there, especially, right? That's why we don't want to bet NFL lines, because there's no edges there. Everyone bets those. We want to bet NFL props. If you want to bet NFL props, you need to fucking join this motherfucker and make money like we all do. Because last year was a bloodbath, 96 and 58 against these player props, even odds. Every other year was pretty goddamn good as well. But 96 and 58, I mean, Jesus. Like, you're printing money, dude. Printing fucking money. You bet $100 on all of them. I bet 150 on all of them last year. Not counting the parlays we hit. That was over $3,000, $3,800, I think, just from that with the juice, just in those bets. Now, that's a pretty penny to pay when you're doing 8 bets a week or 7 bets a week. But even if it was only $10, or let's say call it $15, you would have made 10% of that. You would have made $380. Swift is definitely the higher floor. The report today is not great. Like, it was essentially saying that Quinn Allen's playing passing downs as the pass protector and third downs, and Chris Rodriguez is the goal line guy. So Tootin has to be so efficient, which he was last year. But now he's like the main guy. Swift has the higher floor. Higher upside is probably Tootin, but that's an actual debate. Yeah, we had this chat in the Discord earlier with Pierre, who Mitch Marner was saying that early tight end builds don't work. I was like, when you get McBride at 32, I sent the 2 teams. I got him at 35. I was like, that definitely works. 32 is the line where I take McBride for sure. Purdy is always a value, man. I mean, it comes down to health with Purdy, and it's been a little rough the last couple of years. But I don't see him as it's kind of been fluky stuff. He tends to run around a little bit too much. Super Beast on the clock. See what he does. He's probably going to take... Is DJ Moore already off the board? Yeah, someone stole DJ Moore from him. Derek got David Montgomery in the fucking 5th round. Get the hell out of here, man. I'm a fucking Hendy guy now, dude. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm a Hendy guy now. I'm going to wait. I take Hendy second because I don't want to have him in that 5th round designation. So we'll take Hendy here. Fucking Hendy guy, man. I hate it. I hate Hendy. I hate Hendy. But at this point, yeah, we'll take Hendy at pick 61. I mean, as our RB2. So we got boxed out of that. At 12, you kind of get boxed out of the elite quarterback realm. Yeah, Chris Kyle. We call him Mr. Free Throw Chris Kyle around here. And, Nico is going to be Chris Kyle to you soon enough, man. This Hendy stuff is pissing me off. But he's falling so far. I can't not take Hendy in best ball. Is Brooks worth a dart throw into the later rounds? I mean, he's climbing up. Dude, we did a draft yesterday in Underdog. Granted, it's best ball. Where Chuba went 3 full rounds after Jonathan Brooks. And that's now. So we haven't even seen Jonathan Brooks do anything yet. If we see some highlights of Brooks and we get negative reports on Chuba, which he's a little iffy for opening day, I'd say he plays. Dude, I don't know, man. I like Brooks, but the price is going to get a little out of control. I still think Chuba's a starter there. Oh, dude, elite quarterback 1,000 times over, man. Kyle Pitts. If this was Sam Laporta, maybe goes Sam Laporta. The answer is still Hurts or Daniels, specifically Daniels. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If we see him do some good stuff and look like Jeremiah Love out there, it's going to go. Yeah, dude, Kyle Pitts needs to not be. Pitts at his ADP in this format, best ball is 102. That's a 9th round pick. Totally cool with that. That's one. I actually have 16% Pitts because he's a 9th round pick. And he's the last of the Mohicans that I really trust to anchor my tight end room. Hell no, 6th round Kyle Pitts and redraft. If you take an elite tight end, so anything, even Sam Laporta, I want to make that a 2 tight end build. If you take Bowers, McBride, Loveland, Warren, it better not be 3 tight ends ever, never. Kyle Pitts is where I'll still take 3, but I'm fine with 2. Once you get to the range of, after Pitts, Kittle, Kelsey, Kincaid, likely it's got to be 3. I think 3 is the play because tight ends in that range, you're talking about the Kate Ottens, that range of tight ends, Greg Dulcich, Hawkinson, those tight ends actually equal or outscore the receivers going in that range. So you just have the flex option there. Probably because it's ESPN and ESPN is out of their goddamn mind. So, no, dude, Kyle Pitts is in the same tier as Fannin and after Laporta and Tucker Kraft for me. Yeah, that's wild. Dude, don't ever take Kyle Pitts in the 6th round, dude. It's going to be nice with Tua. I do like it with Tua, but Michael Penix will be playing this year, and it's not good with Penix. The 6th round, you're getting Marvin Harrison, Brian Thomas. You're getting running backs like potentially Travion Henderson or, dude, somehow Stevenson. Tootin and Montgomery are probably gone, but give me Roma Dunze in that range. Like, there's so many guys I want, and the quarterbacks especially. Give me those guys. Let's see what we have on the board here. We're at 83. There goes Tucker Kraft, which just sucks. All right, we got 3 guys in the queue. Feeling pretty good. Oh, he takes Justin Herbert. Nice fucking pick, Horns. Horns, reveal yourself. God damn it. We'll take Tony Pollard way after ADP. Tony Pollard actually looked pretty good in that preseason game, but... Oh, Warren in the 5th. I'm in on Warren in the 5th, bro. Like, that's different. That's a different conversation. Tyler Warren is an elite tight end. We saw 3 weeks of Kyle Pitts. Going into the fantasy playoffs, Kyle Pitts was like tight end 15 last year. And then he had a 3-touchdown game where he scored 50 fucking points with Kirk Cousins. And then another game that was really good. And that made him tight end 3 on the year. I mean, that's a small, if that's not a small sample size, I don't know what a small sample size is. That is a super small sample. So, yeah, again, it was tight end 2. There you go. Even better, tight end 2. But it was off the back of 3 giant games, which was with Kirk Cousins, who doesn't play there anymore, and Drake London was hurt. Like, they didn't tell us everything.
Good! Tell me everything!
Okay, they were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what? Damn it, Bonnie! Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
Yeah, he's left out of the finale. There we go. All right, so I got 17 guys in the queue. Should be good there. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish Horns would reveal himself and just say what's up. Ryan says Luther Burden. I mean, apparently there's an injury. It's not quite a meniscus injury, but man, this could be a meniscus. Ryan, I'm gonna text you back, man. Sorry, I got a lot of shit going on right now. I'm also hammered, so texting, drafting, and hosting a stream is just like a little too much for me right now. But I'm gonna get back to you.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
There goes both tight ends. Kyle Stinky Pitts goes 97th, and Harold Fannin goes 98th off the board. Oh, Josh Downs over Wandale 1,000 times over, Michael. Josh Downs is a great player. I'm not saying Wandale's not, but what's the Titans' ceiling at offense? Like 14th, 16th? We just saw the Colts be a top 5 offense for over half the NFL season last year with Daniel Jones. So, oh, yeah, I see it. Luther was the guy in the butt. Yeah, Luther. I see it. That is Luther. Luther was in my butt. Or no, Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt. Exactly. Luther was in the butt. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. See, I'm a little slow sometimes. Told you I was not feeling it today. I just didn't have a great day. Just everyone has those days, man. And you know, the show is not saying it's like wearing down on me because I've just been grinding this shit. And should have been super excited about the show tonight. Like Tom, Nico, elite guys, good friends of mine and themselves. But I'm good now. I'm good. You know what? Everyone has those days, and life is good, dude. So, ooh, okay. We got some followers here. Someone took fucking Worthy, dude. Well, that being said, receiver room is really sturdy right now. We're just going to take a giant fall on Patrick Mahomes. And we're going to take a giant fall on Kyle Monangai. I don't need to stack this team. We get ADP value like this. We fucking golden, son. This team is not obviously stacked at all. But Genty, Hendy, Powered, Monangai with Jefferson, Ibuka, McMillan, Adunze, Cortland Sutton. Really good receiver room and really good team. Just no correlation, which sucks. But 750-man final for this team. This team is clearly not even getting top half of that, but I can make it to the finals for this team for sure. No, Michael, because I've been playing over 25 redrafts a year since 2011. So, like, I can just one share of a player, 10 shares of a player. I have a million other. I just will watch everything. So, if you're in a couple leagues, I understand that for sure. Holy Alec Pierce value, yeah. Well, I got the same with Mahomes and Monangai. So there is definitely some value to be had in this draft, man. Genty Love combo crazy. What are you referring to, Colby? What's up, Colby? By the way, I always see you comment on my videos. Appreciate you, man. Taking Love in the early second round, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I love him, but well, the other guys in the show we had earlier, Quay did not like Harold Fannin, but I'm fine with him at ADP. Harry Fanny's fine. Yeah, super nice matchup. That's what Nice and Blunt did tell us about Herbert, and there's a lot of nice things to like about Herbert this year. Chargers playoff schedule is 49ers, Dolphins, Chiefs, which is pure money, and the best weather reports for those games. As warmer weather, the more upside with pass catchers. It's that Dolphins game, and it is not just the Dolphins. Usually that's not a great matchup for quarterbacks. When Mike McDaniel got fired from the Dolphins and they picked Tua over Herbert, there's a lot of storylines there, and McDaniel's known. I mean, McDaniel was the coordinator in that they put up 73 points, right, against the Broncos. Like, he's not afraid to fucking run the score up. And we've seen that. Why would he do it now? No, I'm not into reaching. I'm not into reaching on Jeremiah Love that high. I do love Jeremiah Love, but that's over Saquon Barkley. Never. Not going to do that. Oh, we had Fantasy Dog doing multiple drafts because Fantasy Dog's the GOAT. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you tuning in as always. We love Fantasy Dog around here. He is a valued member of both YouTube and the Patreon. Really appreciate Fantasy Dog. Great dude. Great dude. And just a veteran of fantasy. He knows his shit. They got some players, man, and they know how to draft. And I don't think they're going to be great, but getting Bosa back is huge, and he's injured right now. They're going to be a top 12 defense if they're healthy. The problem is staying healthy. And this end of the season, we don't know. All right, guys, we need 20 more likes. We'll do another draft if we get... We check the subs. 1 sub so far. 9 more subs. 20 more likes. 6 more super chat dollars. A new member in the community. Someone joined the Patreon. Or what's the other one? I'm drunk. There's one other one. Either way. Any of those things. And we get a second draft. We're going to do team reviews either way. So we have plenty of time to get that second draft. And we just got done doing an over 2-hour show with Nick O and Tom. We got a pretty solid team we're building here, specifically at running back. We have Mahomes. Oh, there goes Jordan Love. There goes Baker. So we don't have a tight end. I'm definitely taking Kyler Murray. This is way late on Kyler Murray to stack up with Justin Jefferson. That's nice. And I think we're just going to go with Dalton Kincaid after ADP. Let's keep on playing that game. We'll take Dalton Kincaid way after ADP. So the value we've got on this team is elite. So the stacks aren't. Kyler with Justin Jefferson, that's super nice. Kyler, 20 picks after ADP. Mahomes, 10 picks after ADP. The running back room, Hendy at 61, super nice. Pollard, 10 picks after ADP. Monongai, 10 picks after ADP. And then Adunze a little late, especially with the injury to Burden. Sutton right at ADP, and then Kincaid, 10 picks after ADP. So we're just kind of playing this ADP game. Not going to win the tournament, but sometimes you got to just suck it up and just play for advancing. I'll do some late stacks. I mean, the fact that Tyler Shuck and Willis are going 2 and 4 picks after Kyler Murray, this is a good team. This is a good team. This is a puppy. The Frenchie's already done, McAuliffe. That fucking ended in less than a day. I didn't even get one share of it because I was busy today, and I was hoping it would last tonight. We could do a couple. I don't want to do any more slow drafts. I have too many redrafts coming up, and the time clock's going to go down. I don't like having 20 slow drafts when it goes down from 8 hours to 4 hours. I got too much shit going on for that. I'm going to change the tune. We listened to the tune a few times. But they're going to have more tournaments coming out, but definitely disappointing. I mean, I still prefer Henderson in a vacuum, both in redraft and best ball, just based on the archetype of player he is. But I mean, they're going. Stevenson's the starter. It's a 55-45, at the very least a 50-50, and they're going to trust Stevenson in terms of pass blocking. But in best ball, I'm shooting for the fucking moon. And there's also a chance that Henderson is he's got more juice. That he just takes the job. It's just funny. Now I'm defending. You see how this goes here, guys. You saw this last year with Ladd McConkey versus Quentin Johnson, when everyone's like, Quentin Johnson's a wide receiver, when I was like, no, he's not. He didn't finish like that. The Parker Washington right now, it's the same shit. We do this every year. This is why I make a living on this and everyone else doesn't. I'm not trying to sound like cocky, but people overreact so fucking much to the smallest minutia, where it's like, let's not do that. And we know what good players are. We know what good situations are. And absolutely not. I'm the biggest Henderson hater ever. And now I'm taking Henderson because the fall in best ball specifically, the fall is just too much. And like the fact that I'm sitting here having to defend Henderson is you guys know, the real guys in here, the OGs know how I've talked about Henderson. And the fact that now I'm defending Henderson tells you all you need to know. Like, people overreact. They go from here to here, dude. We want to keep this shit sliding. And it's all relative. ADP is the number. That is the thing we need to focus on. Every player is a value at a certain cost. And with all my hate of Hendy, it's never been like he doesn't have a shot. It's never been that. It's like I'm not drafting him in the third fucking round. He's not the starter. Now I'm drafting him in the 6th round. Yes, he still goes ahead of Stevenson, and that's fair because Stevenson's a boring ass plotter. And Henderson's where the money's made in fantasy, but not until you get a price on him that's fair. So there you go. There's my expo, a drunk expo of my thought processes, and that's what it's been the last fucking 15 years of fantasy for me. And it's just people overreacting. And you know what? The content creators out there are guilty of this shit because it makes them money, right? They say the shit that people want to hear. They overreact, and people fucking eat that shit up. Fuck them. They're not doing your best. They're not giving you what's in your best interest. I'm trying to. That's what I'll continue to do. Even though I'm playing a lot of leagues with you guys, which probably sucks for me, but I trust my fucking processes. I trust my evaluations, and that's about as heated as you're going to see me on this program. Nothing that you said either, man. Nothing that you said is either. It's just that's the consensus right now, and I understand that. Just it's wild to me. And this is an easy pick, way ahead of ADP, but I got to do it to get some stacks here. And then we're going to probably take Travis Hunter here. Is this wild to take Travis Hunter here? I need some juice in this team. Let's do it. Fantasy Dog with the no comment $3 holler. Appreciate you, man. Just supporting the show as always, as the Fantasy Dog does, and much love, much appreciation. And sorry for getting a little bit too heated, right? Too heated.
I'll tell you what I do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man.
Zach Charbonnet off the board. Mike Washington is going to start rising, boys. I don't hate that because he looked fucking damn good. And there's also a point, though, where if you don't react to anything, then you fall behind as well. So it's, you get what I'm saying? Like, you have to be reactionary to a point, but if you just act like no new, like Chris Harris used to be a pillar of ESPN. I used to listen to the Harris podcast. I still tune in from time to time. He literally ignores everything. He had Joe Mixon last year as a pillar player, and ours is pillar players as a flag player for him, like in late August. And I was like, dude, are you not? He's like ignoring everything. I'm like, dude, Joe, I was saying since early August, Joe Mixon's never playing football again. Not just that season. And it come out that Joe Mixon's never playing again. He's like, no, he's fine. Like, don't listen to the news. Like, now that's a mistake too. We can't just say we're not going to listen to everything. And it's hard to know what to listen to. But when a guy has a foot injury like that, we should probably listen to that. So everyone does it different. I'm not saying I'm the best or I'm better than these people. The difference in my show is, as you guys know, I fund this motherfucking operation and everything is transparent. I'm just telling you what I would do with my money because it's what I do with my money, and I'm fucking poor. I'm putting everything into the show. So I'm just telling you what I would do and what I'm going to do, and hence why I stream all of my redrafts. So you don't have to listen to me, but the fact that I'm putting my real money on the line when these other clowns aren't. Same with my bets. They'll tell you what to bet, but do you see that they're actually betting that with their hard-earned money? You know I am. So there's something to be said about that. That's a big talking point. And then for me, I would follow someone like that because we're all in this together. That's how I view it. And like, I'm going down with the ship on some of these guys and some of these bets. This is what I'm going to do. And like, that is much more comforting than some fucking Matthew Berry being like, Thursday night or whatever, Sunday night football. I like Justin Jefferson over 82 receiving yards. Like, that's all you got for me, man? Like, great bet. Fucking idiot. I am not a great poker player, man. My patience, I'm actually a pretty patient person. Not in poker. Fantasy Dog is way too kind. Appreciate that. Colby, I only have my 2 drafts with my friends. Never tried these drafts. These are the best practice, and they're for money, right? Different formula, different strategy, but best ball is very, very addicting, as a lot of the people on this show have come to find out. I am about 400 deep. I do about 400 every year. I try to do the lower money ones to diversify a little bit. 1 super flex, 2 quarterback, 10 man, 12 man. How much are they? Colby, how much are the buy-ins, man? Clearly, my alcohol tolerance is down because I feel fucking hammered. I mean, I'm always usually very coherent when I'm hammered, but definitely hammered. You know, I've done the chugs in the show, but other than that, I'm not really drinking besides a little bit of bourbon, where like tonight I've just been pounding beers. What do I need here? I definitely need another tight end. Another running back for sure. We're going to take a fall on Jaden Blue. I don't take a lot of Jaden Blue. We're just going to keep on taking ADP value. Fuck yeah. We'll take Sadiq in this situation. Jaden Blue, and we're going to take Sadiq here. This is called the all ADP team. Every guy I've taken is fucking 10 picks after ADP. But you know what? Like, sometimes you got to do that shit and take players you don't always take, because that's how you do it. A lot of them are $2 or $3. Kobe, this is a $5 draft. It's a way different strategy. I mean, it's getting kind of late in the game, but if you're interested, man, I would love to help you out. I mean, you can keep on watching these, but like, you got to get really down to the nitty gritty to understand the format. It takes years. Jay is an example of a guy that's an older gentleman. I don't want to call you old, Jay. It's a way different, ball game, but there's a lot of math involved in terms of builds, hard to explain on the stream. But, you know, some of these tournaments that are $3, you can win 100K. Well, not 100K, but like 50K on the underdog ones for first place. That's really hard because you're going up against fucking 200,000 people. But someone's got to win it. And yeah, Parker Washington or Michael. I mean, it's still Parker Washington, but it's closer than the ADP. Because how it's formatted, Colby, is it's groups of 12, this 12 man, and then 2 of the 12 teams of this 12 advance to the playoffs. And then you get paired to another, for instance, it depends on the tournament, but let's say another 12 players. Then 2 out of those 12 advance. Then it's another 10 players, and then 1 out of those 10. Then you get to like a 400-person final. But you're also facing the best of the best, so it is tough to advance. That's why you have to stack. There's a lot of stuff. I would love to help you out, Colby. Again, I can't really do that on the stream. So if you're interested in hopping in and getting professional advice, that's what I do. Tell them, guys. That's what I do. I do that for every single person in here. And as long as I can, once we get like 300 people in there, it's going to be hard to give this, you know, one-on-one consultation shit. But also, I love doing it because I learn along with you guys. You know, it's like teaching someone something makes you learn more. You can never master a craft. People that think they've mastered something are fucking losers. That's why they're not the best of the business. Like drums, whatever it is, music, sports, being a teacher, whatever the hell it is. You can't master something. You always are on the quest for greatness and learning. And a lot of people don't really understand that. Oh, they're like, I got this. It's like, yeah, you do, but you could get it more. You know, you can get it more, and teaching is the best way to do that. Depends on the format, Michael. I would say Jordan Mason in half PPR, Rashad White in full PPR, but they're pretty close. Pretty close. Jordan Mason's getting steamed up. Ray Davis goes at pick 154, and that's the Derek, the American sniper. He's been wise to this Ray Davis love that I'm at 20% Ray Davis, so I don't want to wish injury on anyone, but if Ty Johnson's out for the year, which could actually be a possibility, I'm going to make a lot of money this year. So I have a lot of Ray Davis, and I love the player. I love Ray Davis, dude. Also, we got to factor them with James Cook. James Cook, if there's no Ty Johnson, yes, they'd bring someone else in, but it would not be Ty Johnson, who Josh Allen trusts and they love. James Cook reception upside goes from like 45 to like 55. And that's huge when you're comparing him to Genty and Saquon and Hampton, these other backs. It just raises James Cook's floor, which is already pretty fucking high. Oh, shit. All right. We're going to play the ADP game again here. We're going to take Jerry Jeudy. And then we have to take Tyquan Thornton to get a pairing with our guy, Patty Mahomes. One pairing with Patty Mahomes. This ADP value I had here was fucking crazy. Like, every single player was like 10 picks after their ADP. Now, maybe because it's a garbage team, who knows? I don't hate a lot of the players I took, and they're all at value. So, interesting squad for me for sure. We'll do team reviews for the community members after this. And then, let's see here. 4-7. We are 3. We should be able to get another draft. We need $3 more in Super Chats. We need 17 more likes. We need 9 more subs. That's probably not going to happen, but it could happen. Who knows? What did I miss Ray's comment way back? I think I did. Let me get to Ray's comment. He just texted me. I'm going to give him a comment. Love. There's a lot of comments to get through. Randy Quaid. You got that one. Cooking with Big Ray. By the way, if you're watching, please, at the least, like the video. If you're feeling even spicier, join the channel. We love everyone and anyone to join our amazing community. Big Ray, who we're going to see on the show tomorrow night. We actually have a sleeper draft, a $3 sleeper best ball. It's probably going to be winner take all. We're going to do live on the show tomorrow. I don't know. Keith, are you in there? I don't know who's in there. There's quite a bit of community members in there. We're going to stream that one tomorrow night at There it is. Keith with the double banger. And Keith is a fanatic in the Patreon. We have seen Keith on the show, I think twice he's been a guest on the show. And elite ball knowledge and just an all-around fucking great human. So, guy's got the best setup in the world. He's like, I've never been on a show before. He comes in here, he's got a brick wall with a fucking he works for DraftKings logo. It's super professional. Not my random, like, janky setup I have here. What a guy, Big Keith. And big shooter for a reason. It's not because he has a firearm. I'm going to fucking have that comment forever. All right, let's get to the teams, guys. We have a few people in here to grade. And let's start at the top here with no one in the top 5. Fantasy Dog. Let's see what Fantasy Dog has for us in store. We have Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold, and Aaron Rodgers. Judkins, Rico, Harvey, Mason, JCM, and Chris Rodriguez. So it's weird. Like, not very top heavy at all, but if Chris Rodriguez is your RB fucking 6, it's almost too strong with having only Judkins and Rico. I love this start. I love what you have here. Like, you have potential take over the backfield, touchdown upside. Guy that only scores touchdowns and a good offense, touchdown upside. X factor could be the lead back and touchdown upside. So this is a nice pairing of guys that will score touchdowns. JSN, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin's your 3, but now we get to some minutia here of Malik Washington, Isaac Tesla, Keenan Allen, Devon Vele. I love the Vele pick, actually. Brock Bowers and Brenton Strange. So I feel like JCM is the guy I would take out of this situation. If you just had Judkins, Dowdle, Harvey, Mason, and Chris Rodriguez, I'd feel good with that. Pick 116. If you just rock that as your wide receiver 4, now I'd feel better about this receiver room. Let's look at the names that you had around you with the JCM pick. So you could have taken Debo or Stribling. If you just took Debo or Stribling, probably Stribling as your 4. I understand it's a pretty price. I'm guessing you would have taken Dubs if he didn't get sniped from you. I think that's the play because this is risky. This is heavy at running back. Like, I love these top 3, but Malik Washington is a part-time player. Tesla might even not be the 3rd, dude. It is not looking good for Tesla. I'm a Tesla guy, but not loving Tesla. And then Keenan Allen, like, he needs to sign. If he doesn't sign, this team is totally cooked. But I do like the Vele pick and then Brock Bowers and Strange. So this is my only issue with the team. I just wish you had one more guy here, and it would still be kind of an issue. But this running back room is really strong. Quarterback room is solid as fuck, and you have Brock Bowers. So not the worst thing in the world. It just could have been a really good team had you taken a receiver there. Montana. I haven't seen Montana in the chat. What's going on, Montana? How you doing, brethren? I missed some comments here. Hold on. I'm way up because I was looking at Ray's comment. Genty in full PPR, James Cook in half PPR is what I would say. I never gave you a D- Fantasy Dog. I would never do that. That would make a lot of sense. Tua's just not dynamic at all. Montana squad, Lamar and Cam Ward, McCaffrey, A-Chain, Jonathan Brooks, Blake Corum, Tyron Tracy, and Tajay Spears. Super balanced. Jonathan Brooks is 78. I just can't get on board with. I get the appeal. It just feels like in this tournament, it's been going on for kind of a while. I feel like that's really high. And if you're going to do this, you can't take Tajay Spears. Ended it at Tyron Tracy. Let's see what the wide receiver room looks like. Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, DK Metcalf, Matthew Golden, Doubs, McMillan, and Ridley. Actually, a really good wide receiver room. Mark Andrews, Gunnar Helm, and Kobe Parkinson. Do you have Stafford? No, you do not. You needed to take a third. If you need Pat Freiermuth, you need one of those last of the Mohicans guys with Gunnar Helm. Tenor room's a little weak. And then I think it's a little heavy at running back. Not a bad team at all. I would like to invest more in wide receiver. Even though I do like the stretch of Golden, Doubs, McMillan, and Ridley. I do really like this. One more receiver, one less running back, or at the very least, invest something else in a tight end. Because as much as I love Mark Andrews, a little risky there. And then Gunnar Helm, there's a lot of Daniel Bellinger hype. That's kind of an issue for me. Like if Gunnar Helm is the 1A, not the actual 1, Now we have big issues. He had a nice design tight end screen in that preseason game. He looked pretty spry, so that's kind of nice. But no, in best ball, 3 tight end is ideal if you wait, because tight ends in the 180s actually outscore the receivers in the 180s. And if you're looking for flex appeal, historically, tight ends actually score more touchdowns than the wide receivers. Like tight end 26 is drafted in the range of wide receiver 85. And like wide receiver 85 might not be on the field. We know these tight ends are on the field. Like Gunnar Helm is going to be on the field. Yeah, not a bad squad. Just a couple things I would personally change. Next squad is Max's team. Jared Goff, CJ Stroud, Jacoby Brissett. Nice. I like this quarterback room here. Brissett was essential with these no rushing upside quarterbacks. Henry, Etienne, Tootin, Samson, Vidal. Pretty solid running back group. St. Brown, Tate, Downs, Wilson, Concepcion, Coker, Shakir, Ted Hurst, Trey McBride, and Schultz. I mean, Carnell Tate as your 2 is despicable, Max. It's despicable. It's disgusting. I fucking hate it. But this stretch of Downs, Wilson, Concepcion, Coker, Shakir, and Ted Hurst, I adore that. I adore that stretch. Still not great, but you have Trey McBride. You have a really nice running back room, and the fact that you have Brissett early season-wise, your quarterback room is going to be pretty damn elite, in my opinion. So I'm in on this team. Not much I would really change on the build. I think you did the most you could do with what you're working with. McBride at 32, again, not quite comfortable there. I like it at 34, and that's going to show on your team. But the back end receivers you took were lovely, absolutely lovely. The American Sniper, Chris Kyle, Dak Prescott, and Tyler Shuck, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Zach Charbonnet, and Ray Davis. Ray Davis at ADP after the Ty Johnson injury. What are we doing here, guys? Like, Ray Davis should be taken in the 160s with the uncertainty that there's a chance. Again, guys, if you're not tuned in to this show, I've been harping on this for a while now. The report about Ty Johnson is they're going to let us know in a week what the injury is. So he's definitely out a week, and then after a week, they're going to tell us what the injury is. That is fucking awful. It's like your wife being like, well, I cheated on you, but, you know, in a week, I'm going to tell you how bad. Like, are you pregnant? Like, no. I want to hear all the details now, and they're not telling us the fucking details. That's a very dire situation, and Ray Davis is the biggest beneficiary. Yes, let's move James Cook off a slot or 2 with stability. This is Ray Davis time, finally. And again, this is all hypothetical, but there's a chance Ty Johnson's back week 1. Guys, we're 7 days from the season. Like, it's not a good report. It's not a good report. So, love this team. Charbonnet and Ray Davis. This is money with these. This is a fucking perfect running back room. Fuck you, Chris Kyle, the American Sniper, for pulling this shit off in my drafts. Okay? It's my draft, Derek. Love it. Love it. CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave, Quentin Johnson, Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Rashid Shaheed, Ryan Flournoy, Chris Bell, and Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams throwing in a random. I like these last 2 here with this deep receiver room. Laporta and Juwan Johnson. By the way, you're not getting that comparison or anything like that anywhere else. That's why you guys watch the show all the fucking time. Big sploosh, a new YouTube member. Appreciate. You know what? We already got another draft. There you go. That reinforces the second draft. Appreciate you, sploosh. But yeah, that was a good comparison though, right? It's like if she's not telling you everything, if she's just like, well, I did this, but I'm gonna tell you more later. That's all you need to hear. You're like, this is worse. This is worse. That's the Ty Johnson situation. Great team for Derek. I mean, Pierce, you reinforced it with a floor here with Shaheed, Flournoy, Bell. I'm not giving grades here. I'm just going team reviews. This is probably in the A range if I were to give a grade. Super nice. Let's go to Super Beast team here. You know, go Horns. If Go Horns comments, just so you know, this is for community members. Go Horns. If you say what's up, hey, Quaid is in. Hey, Go Horns. If you just say hello, do what Disbanded does. Put a dot in there. If you just make a comment, I will review your team. I will review your team because you've been drafting with us for so long and you never say anything. So you guys a little bit of time. I will do it. I will do it for you, my dude. Let's take a look at Super Beast team. Keith, who is a super sharp individual. Josh Allen and Jordan Love. Jordan Love, 15 picks after ADP. Super nice. We have James Cook, Chase Brown, Dobbins, Washington, Ollie Gordon. So I like the Dobbins are 3. You got 2 studs here. Dobbins should hold down the early season parts to give these guys a runway, whether it's injury or some goal line stuff. It is light at running back, but one thing I'll say about Keith, this motherfucker plays aggressive, and that's how you have to play best ball to win these tournaments. I think Keith is a guy that's like pretty well off. I don't need to make my money back. He wants to fucking win these things, and that's pretty apparent in how I see you draft, and I fucking appreciate it, man. I kind of play this like a little bitch sometimes, so love the approach you have, Keith. We have T. Higgins, Christian Watson, Marvin Harrison, Michael Pittman, Higgins, Boston, Pat Bryant, and Caleb Douglas. Pretty nice. I know you were a Coleman guy before, so now you're pivoting to Caleb Douglas because Caleb Douglas had a lot of really good reports. Tucker Kraft, Gatson, and A.J. Barner. Hell of a tight end room here. Really balanced. Nice fall on A.J. Barner and Kraft after ADP as well. Patty Ice, as Who Hames calls him. I got to draft more Pat Bryant. Denzel Boston. I'm not buying into that. Not a pick I love personally because I am a Concepcion guy. But this is a YOLO team, and I'm going to give you the props in the YOLO, man. I like it. So I'm not giving grades, but I would grade this one pretty high. This is a team that's going to get 9th place or has a chance to do some actual damage, which I think that's how he drafts. And we'll go to my team. Hey, we got it. Everybody, go Horns. Go Horns. If you want to look at a league winner, go for it. Hell yeah.
I'd like to start out this press conference with a thank you to John Fox.
Go Horns. Finally, man. I've been clamoring this for a long time, but holy shit, man. I don't know why haven't you commented? Because, we don't bite. I bite like my lovers and shit, but definitely not a vampire. Not really a fan of the what the hell was that movie franchise with Kristen Bell? I'm not really a fan of that, so I'm not going to bite you very much. Big Sploosh. Been pursuing all the best ball channels past few months. Rob's definitely got the juice. Vibe season. Well, yeah, the vibes for sure. Again, I'm not a best ball expert, guys. I'm a redraft expert. Like, this is where you come to me during the season because I play 40 fucking redrafts a year. This year, 36 last year, over 30 every year. I do play 400 best balls the last 5 years, like every year. So I'm still learning best ball. I'm not too proud to admit I'm still learning these tournaments where, like, I'll tell you, Nice and Blunt is definitely sharper than I am in best ball for sure. And some of these other guys, and I'm not going to tell you otherwise because I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. Not saying I'm bad. I think I'm pretty goddamn elite. I'm building some hella good teams. But appreciate the nice comments, Sploosh, and thank you for joining, my dude. There we go. The plus 550. Go Horns. Let's look at Horns' team. And we're going to grade this with an open mind. And I'm pretty sure he's a sharp dude. I've seen him taking great picks, and I feel like he's sniping me, but he probably just knows ball. And that means he's sniping me because he's taking good players. So let's see what he has. We have Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield, and Malik Willis. Baker at 10 picks fall. Pretty nice there. Kenneth Walker, Hampton, Chuba at 107. Tank Bigsby and Sean Tucker. All right, well built. Ladd, Garrett Wilson, Jamison Williams, Chris Godwin, Wandale, Trey Harris, Cyrus Allen. I don't like the Cyrus Allen hype. I'm a Thornton guy. He's the only guy that can beat man coverage in that team, though, so maybe I'm wrong on that one. Tyler Warren, Ferguson, and Dulcich. This is a banger, bro. I'm going to give Horn some props, man. Every bit of this team is built on value, precision. It makes a hell of a lot of sense. The bring back with Kenneth Walker and Herbert and Cyrus Allen. Dude knows ball. I'm going to give you some shit in a good way. Great team. Very correlated. Go Horns. Don't be a stranger, my dude. Don't be a stranger. And let's look at my team last. Again, my team is not that it's not that correlated, but I think this is one of my favorite ADP value. Let's look at the ADP value here, which isn't always the greatest thing. But this ADP value is insane. So we got Mahomes at 108, 10 picks after ADP. Kyler Murray, 20 picks after ADP. Genty, Hendy, Pollard, Monungai, and Jaden Blue. Running back room is a little weird. We're doing another puppy, Ryan, after this. Another puppy. But we got Pollard 10 after ADP, Henderson 5 after ADP, Monungai 10 after ADP, Jaden Blue. what is that? 10 after ADP. Okay. A little light at the running back room. I don't love it. But I think Monungai as a 4 is pretty goddamn solid. Wide receivers. Jefferson, Abuka, McMillan. Rome is our 4. Sutton's our 5. Left us the door open for Travis Hunter, which makes sense in this team. Again, 10 picks after ADP. Jerry Jeudy, 20 picks, almost 20 picks after ADP. Tyquan Thornton is our 1 pairing with our guy, Patty Mahomes. But ADP value all over the map here. And then Kincaid, Hawkinson, and Sadiq. So this team is definitely not winning the championship. I can tell you that. It's probably not getting top 100. I think the advancement rate in this team should be very high because the first and second round of the playoffs is not that hard to advance in. And the value, the players, I like a lot of stuff with this team. It's not going to win it all with the correlation. We have a double stack with Kyler Murray, single stack with Patrick Mahomes, but he's the dirty milkers. But yeah, this is probably the craziest value. Every player I took was at ADP or like 10 or 15 picks late, which this late into the puppy, I want to kind of want to play into that one. So yeah, Colby, every week the top quarterback is in your lineup typically for the normal tournaments. Top quarterback, top 2 running backs, top 3 receivers, top tight end, and then a flex, which can be tight end, running back, or receiver. And you draft 18 spots on Underdog, 20 spots on DraftKings. And then it's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a flex, and a tight end. So you don't have to do any. Once the season starts, there's no free agents. That's why you can do a million of these fucking things. All right. We're going to do one more draft here. And we're doing another puppy. I'm going to count you guys down in a little bit. What's up here? So we do have John who joined. That is Quaid in the community. And we had Ryan join earlier. Ryan's playing some redraft with us. Ryan, you are in the 10-man super flex league. Super excited about that, man. And I'm going to get you in there after the stream. Don't worry. I'm going to reach out to you. I'm always up till 5 in the morning. If you're not staying up, then get to me in the morning. You're in the league with us. It's all on League Safe. Appreciate you. He is back to being close to you now, Rob. Who are you talking about, Jonathan? Oh, get the hell out of here, man. Derek, you moved closer to me? Don't do that. I mean, either way, Jonathan likes it. I think me and Jonathan and Derek are all very similar in our fantasy takes. So, God damn it. The fuck, man. I can't avoid you guys. You know what? I have some very, very sharp community members. And the funny thing is, these guys don't even really need my advice because they're fucking G's. I think they kind of just tune in because I love the entertainment. The last 10 minutes of that episode, how wild was that, guys? It was super serious, you know. Nick O is a jokester at times, but like Tom's pretty fucking serious compared to the other co-hosts I have on the show. And then we just went off the rails. Once I mentioned that Nick O was gonna be inside Derek and their trip in New York, or sorry, in Texas, it just got crazy. We're gonna do 1:40 a.m. Central. We're gonna join this draft. Let's give it 3 minutes. Yeah, when I said that he's gonna be inside, you know, it got wild.
You're planting a baby monitor?
Yeah. A lot of people are bugging their babies these days. I guess babies can't be trusted.
What exactly is it you're expecting to find here?
A lot of shady shit.
Like what?
Like maybe Bruce is banging dudes.
Why would that be shady?
Maybe the dudes are babies.
What? Bruce is not banging any baby dudes. Look, we're...
All right. 3.5 minutes. We're going to do 1:40 a.m. Central for this puppy. Getting it pulled up here. I'm getting it pulled up here. Thank you, Colby. Appreciate that. You know, I love what I do, man. And I sacrifice a lot to, you know, my job of 19 years. And I had a really good job offer in that transition period. And I've been doing this show for 5 years, not lives, of course. And then I streamed some drafts and it started to hit. And I just love what I do. I love football. I love y'all. And I would have been regretting the rest of my life taking that it was like $120K a year, full benefits. I got a vehicle. Yeah, that's cool. Money, dude, does not buy you happiness. And anyone that tells you it does, they're fucking miserable. So I want to be happy, dude. And whatever the upside of the show is, who knows? I think the sky's the limit. I don't care. I want to hang out with you guys, drink fucking beers, talk life, and be fucking positive, and win money as well for all you guys for the rest of the time. As long as my little heart just flutters. My heart's probably pretty big because I'm not the healthiest dude. So kind of like Elvis. Remember how they fucking found out Elvis's heart was like twice the size of a normal person because all the shit he did, a lot of prescription drugs, which I actually am. I'm not a prescription drug guy, but no, yes, money can buy happiness if you're already a happy person, right? And you have hobbies and passions. If you don't have that, people that slave away on a job they don't like, that's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. That shit, dude, that doesn't last for long, and that's the quote-unquote American dream. Not for me, man, and not for me. This is my dream right here, and I live it every single fucking night. We're starting in 2 minutes, Sam. Sam, shout out Sam, one of the newer members of the community. He is a good buddy of Connor. We all love Connor in here. Connor is in Chicago right now. He was at the Cardinals-Cubs game. We have, hell yeah, Kobe. Well, you know what? I love supporting other people, so I will shout you out. Give me the details, man. I'll put your shit in the Discord. So 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. We're joining this Puppy 3. So 1:40 a.m. Central. We are joining this Puppy 3. I'm going to get it up here. I'm not going to click it. 1:40. Let's all try to get in this one. Hell yeah, Quaid. Online poker can be where it's at, man. All right, Derek, we appreciate you, man. Look forward to hearing your report back when Nico visits you. Nico would never do such a thing. It's saying he could if he wanted to because he has everyone loves him, you know. He would never do such a thing. Derek, you have to sleep to have dreams, man. And I've seen enough Nightmare on Elm Street to know. And Inception, which is actually kind of a nightmare in terms of being locked in a dream. Watch a lot of dream movies. All right, we're at like 20 seconds probably. 1:40 a.m. Central. I am clicking this confirm button once it hits, and we are drafting together. I'm going to make this team better. There it is. All right, I think we're good. I got in there with like a half second. Oh, man, Always Sunny. Seinfeld is better just based on being first and just how smart Seinfeld is. But it is close, man. It is super close. Shut up, Seinfeld.
I don't know who Bozo is. What, is he a clown?
Is he a clown? What, are you kidding me?
Well, what is he?
Yes, he's a clown.
All right, so what's the big deal? There's millions of clowns.
All right, just forget it.
Forget me? You should forget it. You're living in the past, man. You hung up on some clown from the 60s, man.
Quaid, I'm going to send you an email after the stream is over, and I'll get you in the community, man. So I do appreciate you joining. You'll get in the Discord, and then you're in there, man. There's about 40-ish community members plus the host and like some family and friends and shit. So there's like 65 people in the community. But we'll get you in there, and we'll start the fucking madness. You're going to fucking love it. Appreciate you, man. We got number 8, which is pretty cool with me. We have McAuliffe at 2, Keith at 3, Sploosh at 4, Max at 7, I'm at 8, Horns at 10, and the Dirty Milkers, Ryan at 12. Damn, Anthony didn't get in. Sorry, man. I'm Fish Burrito. Is Fish Burrito in here? Oh, Fish Burrito at 6. Okay, so Fantasy Dog, you got in with Sam. You and Sam are together. So there's a lot of people to grade. We're going to do team reviews after this, and then that's probably it for me. 2 puppies for me. Oh, McAuliffe's in 2. Okay. Now, this one is Jonathan Brooks. I'm not quite buying the overpriced nature that Jonathan Brooks has right now, but it's Jonathan Brooks over Rashad White. Oh, yeah, Sam is at the 5. Okay, Sam's at the 5. There's a lot of motherfuckers in here, so team reviews would be very, very fun here. Let me get my shit pulled up here. It's a nice spot to be in. You get some good value either way. Be a tough room, guys. Very tough room here. There's like 8 or 9 of us in here, so let's take JT. Fine with JT. You know what, though? I have to, get your guy draft, which isn't great for a giant tournament, right? But we got to deal with what we have given to us, right? So I got a beer chug for the Patreon, and I have 2 beer chugs for you guys. Since we had a Patreon and we met the goal, I'm going to be smashed, which is totally cool with me. Got nothing going on tomorrow. I mean, I always have something going on, but it's like the show, stuff for the show, and doing a little bullshit on the computer, which that's my least favorite part of the gig, but fuck it, man. Got no issues with that. All right. So let's do it right now. I got to get my first one in. We're slugging down Busch Light on the chugs. We're drinking Coors Light, and now there's not a big difference, but Coors Light's more expensive, and also I think it's a little stronger than Busch Light. I could be wrong, but Busch Light's my preferred chugger. Let me get this pick in, and then we'll do the first chug. I owe 2 for you guys. We have 2 guys in the queue, and we're gonna get a very nice player either way. Go running back with JT. And I don't care about the buy situation. We're going to go Derrick Henry. Let's start there, and let's do a little chug race. Excited about this. Let's see here.
Here you go.
That was embarrassing, guys. That was embarrassing. Fuck. Not proud of that one. Oh. In August, we drank min 6-packs to max entries. My kind of guy. I just spilled all over myself, too. Not like terribly, but that was so slow. I'm embarrassed. It's all good. Usually I'm a lot quicker than that. I don't know if you guys saw, I posted in the Discord my confessional for the Iron Thrones League. That's the league with Joe Pisapia. I'm playing in a league with some pretty big names in the community, in the the content creator space, the fantasy football space. And I ended it off with a beer chug to the league mates, to everyone, to the fans. And that was quick. That was a fucking banger. I made sure I wasn't drunk when I did it. I also didn't want to do it with fucking a confessional drunk, because I want to keep some level of respect to these guys, even though I want them to underestimate me, because they think, I actually have more subs than a lot of the people on the Thrones League. A lot of people have like 600 subs, and we got 3K. We've been grinding this for fucking 5 years. But I don't do a lot of collabs. I have my guys, my 5 or 6 co-hosts, as well as fans on the show. And I will do collaborations. I had Adam on here from Nice and Blonde. I'm going to have Fantasy Football Garage on. I'm down. But I'm not forcing it. I know it's good for like growth. Like, I want to get my guys on. I don't know a lot of these guys, so I'm not saying they don't know ball, but I do trust the people I have on, as well as I know the vibe is for real. Jalen Hurts just went at the 2-3 turn, first off. But I want them to underestimate me, because they're just like, who's this guy? Whatever. Oh, he chugs beers. Like, yeah, all right. I played more redrafts than anyone in the history of the world, so 14-man league. Good luck, guys. Good luck. I'm not saying I'm going to win. It's a low percentage chance anyone wins, but I think I'm the fucking favorite. Maybe Joe Pisapia. That guy's a fucking epic goat, but I put myself as a favorite just based on my experience, and I think these guys are going to I think they're going to get too cute in a 14-man league, and I'll just take value and do what I do, and I can't wait to play against these guys. It's going to be great, and I'm going to send the channel to you guys once we start getting some stuff uploaded. Shout out Ruben, Fantasy Football Nerd, for setting that up and getting me in the league. I really appreciate him seeing something in me in the channel to having me in here. We have pick 32. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We're getting a banger either way, bro. We're getting a banger. We're getting Chris Olave with the news of Jordan Tyson. Rock fucking hard right now. Rock hard for Chris Olave. Chris Olave should be going ahead of George Pickens, in my opinion. All right. Let's pour up another brewski. And I also have to take a fucking piss. There goes Javonte Williams. There goes Kyron Williams. The Williams is. Trey McBride goes to the 311, which where I've been getting him quite a bit. Love that value there. Open for we're fucking golden, son. We're getting another stud receiver. Loving this start right now. Loving this start right now. This is epic stuff. Epic stuff. There goes Ladd. Go Horns, T. Higgins in the 4th round. Can't go wrong there, brother. Can't go wrong there. Easy money, Tet McMillan. Easy money, Tet. All right. I'm going to go use the little boys' room. Give me 50 seconds. I'm going to play a clip for you guys. And then I'll be back with a fresh beer and some fresh takes. And as always, a smile on this pretty fat face of mine. I did lose like 25 pounds in that little 5-week stretch of eating nuts and not sipping on beers as much. Fucking hate eating like a fucking squirrel, dude. Sucked. What am I looking for here? There it is. All right, 50 seconds.
Jay Quellen. No Jay Quellen here?
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Balake. Where is Balake at? Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you want to go to war, Balake?
No.
D Nice. Is there a D Nice?
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch! Ron. Where are you? Where is Ron right now?
Here.
You know, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said Ron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch!
Oh, I almost beat the clip. I almost beat it. There goes all the running backs, of course. All right. Back. Thanks, man. Well, I was up to 254 or so, 253. That's usually what I was about, 250. I'm 6 foot, but after my knee injury, I'm just a fat ass. The most I ever got to was like 263 a few years ago, which is just despicable. For someone that's not like traditionally a bigger person. Down to like 230 right now. Just not eating a steak and 3 burgers a night and fast food, shit like that. Even though I love that shit. I do love that shit. All the running backs are gone, which is totally fine. So let's take the fall. I'm going to go J-Mo here. You know what? Fuck that. Oh, I'm going to take the fall on J-Mo. Let's just do the ADP game in a tournament that's this big. I do actually have Christian Watson well ahead of J-Mo in my ranks. But it's best ball, and I see the appeal of J-Mo especially. It opens me up to I have a lot of Jordan Love teams already in this tournament. And we have a chance to get Jared Goff at 113, which makes a hell of a lot of sense. I can go Sam Laporta at 89 as well. So I'm fine with rolling with a Lions squad. My wife loves me, and I think a lot of you guys love me as well. I'm a guy that can accept a lot of love and also give a lot of love. So, again, super appreciative of everyone in here, as always. I did look back and realize I have not taken a day off. Like, I've done like 75 straight days. And it's not about that. That's one thing, but I'm probably not going to take a night off until December. If I do, it'd be like 1 in the next 5 months. Because I'm not going to miss a fucking Tuesday waiver. I'm not going to miss a Wednesday. I have all my guys scheduled every night. Fuck that, man. I'm going to come on every goddamn night, hang out with my boys, and just chill. Okay, so as much as I talk shit about Carnell Tate, let's take a little dip on Carnell Tate. I should take Brian Robinson here. I don't have a lot of Carnell Tate. Not going to be a smooth ride, but let's do that. Opens us up with a little Cam Ward action later, which I don't hate. Cool with that. This is like my 27th puppy, so let's try to just give ourselves some different teams. Excuse me. All right. I call them Brian Robinson. Shit. I do love Brian Robinson, man. Funny story. Last year, dude, I had so much Brian Robinson. And I was at Aldi when I heard the news that they traded Brian Robinson to the Niners. And that did help his ultimate upside because he was a handcuff to CMC. But it broke my heart. I was like 22% Brian Robinson just because I wasn't in on the Commanders. I was just like, he was going pick 94 in best ball. I was like, this dude's going to score 6 or 7 touchdowns. And lo and behold, JCM ended up scoring 8 touchdowns last year. Would have been a value. And that was a big problem last year in best ball. And that's, it wasn't an injury. It was a trade. That was just a sign of them being the Commanders being fucking morons. Like, JCM's fine. Brian Robinson's a professional running back that's 225 pounds. And they trusted this little pipsqueak. And, of course, Eckler gets hurt. The rest is history. They had Chris Rodriguez. Maybe it would have busted anyway, but definitely didn't help his case getting traded to the Niners. No, see, that was a Freudian slip, though, McCullough. Like, I don't think that had to do with the alcohol. I think that was a Freudian slip. And we have Jordan Tyson falling. I don't know if I'd even touch him here, but it doesn't seem awful. Oh, gross. Craft an option here for sure. I have quite a bit. There goes Tyson. Nice fucking pick, brother. Here goes Max. I know what he's going to do here. I know he's going to take. Oh, he doesn't do it. All right. Smashing DK Metcalf as we speak. Just like Nick O is going to smash Derek in fucking Texas. For sure, dude. We'll take this run of 5 receivers after that running back start. And bro, 2K5 is still awesome. You know what? We kept that game alive. My good buddy Bob Kreider, also the bass player of all these tunes you're listening to, one of the most epic bass players and songwriters that I know, got me into music. I was in a low spot after my car accident. I couldn't play basketball anymore and do some of the things I loved. And I had jammed out with him a few times on drums. I'm coordinated. He's like, dude, just pick up drums. And you know what? I'm not saying it saved my life, but a new hobby. I'm a guy that has a million hobbies. Needed that shit. And he was a big 2K5 fan, and we played all the time. And he spent time every year updating the rosters and customizing it with creative players with all the new rookies and shit. Dude, we played that shit till like 2015 with updated rosters because Madden, there was some good Madden for sure, but not a lot of them. God, who took fucking Laporta? Bro, Warren and Laporta? Brian, it's all good. I got something to do here, but shit. We're good. Trevor Lawrence. No, I wish I had taken Brian Thomas. But we're going to take RJ Harvey. Is Sutton there? No, he's not. We'll take RJ Harvey. Another non-correlated team. Fuck. I'm going to have to go with Bryce Young, Carnell Tate, Aaron Rodgers. Gross. I should have probably taken Alec Pierce, but all good. We're having a good time. We're having fun. There goes Chuba at 92. Yeah, like Madden 05. Was it Madden 04? Madden 04 or Madden 03 was epic. Yeah, you've seen Cry Dog in here in the chat. He's a good buddy of mine. We lived together for he lived with me for like 4 years, and we made a lot of these jams you're hearing right now in that stretch of just these weekends were epically long and just making some badass shit. Badass shit. Finally getting back into music a little bit. I took 16 months off playing drums. I played for 10 years straight, like twice a week for like 8 hours at a jam session. So really looking forward to getting back and making some fresh shit. My buddy Luke is an all-timer on guitar. We have a bunch of guys we rotate in, but he is a creative genius. I don't know if you guys have heard of Buckethead, who is obviously, you know, the old thing of like if you get Desert Island, if you had one, you know, a movie or whatever, like Buckethead is the answer because he has 800 fucking albums and also plays guitar, drums, bass, keyboard. He makes us all, it's all him. And that's how Luke is, my guitar player. He's the one that turned me on to Buckethead, ironically. But if you're not listening to Buckethead, do yourself a favor and check that shit out. So let's make this. Don't love doing this, but we're going to make this such good wide receiver value. I don't need it. We're going to take Bo Nix and make this a Bo Nix team. Something different. Something different. We need to make sure we prioritize either Pat Bryant or Evan Ingram, gross, on this team. Yeah, people know Buckethead as the slayer, right? The fast and like the solos, and like yes, that's probably his best attribute. But Buckethead has every genre of. It's 800 albums, solo albums. It's too much. He's Mozart, dude, and of every single genre. If you're not listening to Buckethead, go fucking get off this stream right now and go check out Buckethead's Pikes. There's over 800 of them, and it is they're all instrumental. So you got to be kind of a music head to like it, but. I've been listening to him for like 7 or 8 years now. I'm not even halfway through the library, and like he's in his 50s now. He's still putting out like 20 albums a year, so you could just never catch up. I always put it like this to people. It's like, imagine your favorite artist. Again, this is different because it's not like Blink-182 or 311 or bands that have, you know, songs with vocals, but you can just never ever catch up. You can always find. I'm still finding like gems of Buckethead. And you just can't find that anywhere else, man. You just can't. It's impossible. Because no one's as crazy as Buckethead. Kind of how my content, I put out a lot of fucking content. Shit. Brock Purdy's available, but so is Xavier Worthy. Fuck. Should have taken Purdy. We're going to just take Worthy. Just going to keep on taking receivers. Again, not a correlated team. We're just trying to advance some of these teams to make some money back at this point. I should have taken Brock Purdy instead of Bo Nix, and then I could have gotten Travis. I could have gotten George Kittle, but I didn't think there was a team next to me that had Go Horns had 0 tight ends. I figured he would take a tight end for sure. Now I'll say this: seeing Buckethead live, see him once. He plays the same set he has been playing for the last fucking like 8 years. So it's fun, it's cool, but. It's cheap production because he's just him. So he almost too much music where he plays like his old shit, his heavy shit. Not a good live show. Now he's awesome, but like it's the same show every time. So like not worth seeing. And that's all I can give you that. And I'm the biggest Buckethead fan ever. I would tell you, see him once, don't see him a second time. All right, what's the vote for the next tune? You guys want something chill and spacey, or do you want something like funky? Your call for the last tune of the night. You want something chill and spacey, or do you want something upbeat? Not upbeat, but just more funky. Your guys' call. I get first 5 votes. I tally them up. Also, let's check the poll here. 25 votes. We have Justin Herbert as best quarterback value. We got Ryan saying funky, two funkies. One more funky in the next 4 votes gets funky. Funkier than this tune's kind of funky, but this is more like a sentimental like tune. It's a lot of funky, dude. That's a lot of funky. All right. The Sean Stribling type beat. Okay. So this is always my go-to. It's like this is a clip from a 25-minute jam. Funky to keep us awake. All right. Let's go funky here. There goes both tight ends, Kincaid and Kelsey. What's up, Disbanded? How you doing, man? Ooh. Oh, what do? We can't take. Man, we're gonna take Chris Rodriguez here, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I need a quarterback really bad. Really fucking bad. Like any of these fucking guys. All right. James Brown, indeed. Wish he was fucking singing over this shit. Debo at 134 seems super nice. There goes Ferg. I mean, this is almost free money, dude. We're going to take Tyler Shuck. The fall on Tyler Shuck is pretty nice. And we have Chris Olave. We just backed into a... I've been drinking. I didn't even realize I had Chris Olave on this team. Sometimes things work out because we have Chris Olave. We could take Fele. We can take Juwan Johnson. Now we're cooking with gas, boys. Now we're fucking cooking with gas. If I had known that, I would have taken Tyler Shuck right here. Not really an endorsement of my fantasy prowess right now, but we're just having a good time. And this is a $5 draft. You know, this is content. I'm just hanging out with y'all. And hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tyler Shuck. 137. Let's get it. Let's get it. Cheers to Disbanded. Disbanded is a valued member. I got to update this Patreon thing because we got a couple new guys tonight. Disbanded in there. A lot of awesome people. Fucking love you guys. Appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I think you guys know I mean that because I do mean that. And also Helen Hunt's. We appreciate her. Newswoman Helen Hunt. And you know who we don't appreciate? Sorry for that image. Enough said. We do appreciate this guy, though. Big Ray. I just got pictures up here. Appreciate Big Ray and his nice titties because they're fucking nice. They're pretty nice titties. Thank you, Quaid. Quaid joining tonight. Love it. I also owe another fucking chug, man. So let's get that going here. Let's get that going. Let's get this going. Disbanded's patented period. Let's do a race. I got a little bit of time before my pick. I got a good team. So here we go.
Here we go.
That was a better one. God, God, Busch Light's so good to chug. It's like water. All right. Other quarterback is Bo Nix. Okay. It's working out. Double stack with Shuck. We have RJ Harvey with Bo Nix. Not great. We need Pat Bryant on this team for sure. You know what I should do, though? Once I get my boys back together, I should start streaming our jam sessions. I know it's not on brand with what we're doing here, but I'm guessing, would you guys want to hear that? Like a 3 hour straight, just hang out, the raw shit. Typically a 3-piece, just these jams. You never know what you're going to hear. It's not always great, of course. It's never bad, though, with these guys. These guys are fucking goats. These guys are goats. I should probably do that in the off season for sure, right? Just my boys shred, man. I'm by far the weak link. Even though I'm the leader, I'm a host of the show. I'm a fucking. This is part. Drumming has led me to the ability to host because being a drummer is like, you are in charge. You are the end all be all for these things. What do we got? Definitely should. Our new setup's weird. I have to play an electric kit, which I'm not a big fan of, but I don't have to have it at my house anymore. Yeah, do the fantasy and fantasy analyst while drumming. That would be badass. We're gonna take a fall on CJ Stroud, right? Who's our first quarterback? Bo Nix? Yeah, we'll take CJ Stroud well after ADP. It's not great. It's unstacked. Again, this team would double stack with Shuck. At some points, you got to bite the bullet and not go for the jugular and just go to have the best team possible to make playoffs. And then maybe you could advance. But CJ Stroud after Bryce Young, after Daniel Jones, after Cam Ward, I am in on that. Maybe I take Tank Dell, right? That's an option. I don't know if that's the case, man. I'm on here longer and more than anyone in the history of fantasy. I don't know, 4 hours a night, dude, the last 2 months. And I get nowhere near the views of people that have 600 subs. And the thing is, most of the fucking views are just my boys. In the season, it'll change for sure because I was getting a lot more last year before I had this following, I guess. It's a very loyal following. But I would think it wouldn't hurt, but I don't know if it's necessarily the case. I have no idea, dude. If I had an idea disbanded, I would probably be a lot bigger than I am now. But there's something nice about the same people. This is a fucking family, dude. This is a community, the definition of a community that someone like Flock could never have. And even if he was smaller, he wouldn't have it because I don't think he connects with people, dude. I don't know. I don't think he could. I would never I have supported a few. I do support Nice and Blunt, but I've supported, I told you guys, in this league, the guys that are on Bogman and Welsh that are on the Fantasy Pros now. This is way back in the day because they connected with me, not even in the chat. They weren't doing live streams. They're just I love these guys. And I just don't think he is that dude. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be too harsh on the guy, but just doesn't seem like a dude I'd want to have a beer with. It would not be fun for me. I don't think I want to talk fantasy with the guy. It would just be his way or the highway, right? Which don't love. Ooh, all right. 2 really good options here. Oh, Travis Hunter would have been tasty, dude. Fish burrito, let's go, man. Travis Hunter 174. At that point, yeah, take him. We're gonna take Schultz to pair up with Stroud. So both our tight ends are stacked. That's fine. Yeah, he doesn't want to be on there. You notice it now. He's doing an hour a night, and he prides himself on, I'm doing a stream every night. Yeah, when you're only on for an hour, does that qualify? It's one draft. He's putting out his little. And I don't want to just. I don't make my money, and I don't like shitting on people. That's just not really who I am. But easy one to do. Definitely triathlete. Definitely better athlete than me. I'm more talking about I don't know how genuine that dude is. He was grinding, dude. He was grinding 3 hours a night before. And you know what? In 2 years, when I'm on here an hour a night, you guys can all call me out and call me a phony. It's not in my DNA, man. When I go for something, I go for it all the way. I don't get bored of things. I've been listening to 311 since I was in second grade, as an example. But, you know, I'm loyal. I've been with my wife for, you know, we've had some hiccups for sure. I don't want to get into that, but sorry. You know, I've been with her for over 10 years now. Like, a lot of things I've done, I just want to stick with and play the hits, right? I'm not the guy that does it, but the guy at the concert's like, free bird. Like, fuck that guy. I got a buddy like that. The free bird thing is hilarious. And what am I going to do here? Pat Bryant got stolen from me. We're going to take our boy Dylan fucking Sampson. Just want to talk to Sampson.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
The younger generation, yeah, I think we have a weird range. Fantasy Dog's an older gentleman. Not calling you old, Fantasy Dog. Jay is an older gentleman. We have some younger people in here for sure. Just went BBM. I think it'd be boring and people watch. Dude, if I won BBM, it would be the opposite. I'd be on here dressing like 1996 Wesley Snipes and just spewing all sorts of crazy shit. Because my life, I would have all this money, and I don't think it would change me at my heart, but I would just be like dressed weird and just I'd be really pretty fucking weird. Yeah, that gives you some clout for sure. Well, unfortunately, like redrafts, it's not as lucrative. It's safer, you know. But yeah, 1996 Wesley Snipes, and I wouldn't pay my taxes on that BBM if I was Wesley Snipes wouldn't have paid his taxes on the BBM win, and he obviously go to jail because he went to jail, right? Did Wesley Snipes go to jail? I know he had the whole tax thing, which is wild because Wesley Snipes was making so much money, guys, so much money. He made so much money on Blade. I mean, I love Wesley Snipes. Blade is one of my all-time favorite, and I do consider Blade a horror movie. People consider it an action movie. It's a horror action movie. And I will say, I think Blade 2 is better than Blade 1. All-timer, dude. All-timer for sure. God, my tight ends are not enough. They both have the same fucking bye as well. So this receiver room is going to be a little janky. I do like it, though. Carl Tate's a 4. Okay, we're good. I didn't realize that Schultz. I don't take a lot of Dalton Schultz, so. Hell yeah, Cancun, baby. White Man Can't Jump is a great fucking movie. I'm a big Woody Harrelson fan as well. Oh, both tight ends get sniped from me. No. We're taking Evan Ingram. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I wanted Helmer Otten, but you needed him. You both needed him. So, not a snipe. Good picks. And we cannot take the risk on Keenan Allen with this squad in particular. Oh, shit. All right. Let's do this. This makes sense. All right. We have a pretty extensive draft review, team reviews after this. There's a lot of you guys in here. So we'll check that out after this. We're on about 4 hours tonight. No big deal. Tomorrow night, though, we do have a community draft, a sleeper draft, best ball draft we're doing on the stream at 10 p.m. Central. And then me and Ray are going to pop over to Underdog and do some drafts as well. Sunday, the Chaz is coming on. We're doing our wide receiver breakdown, tier breakdown based on Fantasy Pros ECR. And then next week is still up for grabs. I am starting all of my Wednesday is my first draft, guys. That is my first Fantrax public draft. And then after that, it is on. I have 34 drafts to stream, 34 or 35 drafts to stream from Wednesday to the start of the season. My last draft is 4 p.m. on Wednesday. I'm doing it public at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, the day of the season starting. So it's like 19 days, 34 drafts, as well as all of the normal content with Storey and Nico and the guys you love. And then a little bit of best ball. So best ball is going to slow down on this channel just because I'm doing so many redrafts, but I will still pop in a couple at nighttime for you guys to draft with me. But we're going to be on about 5 to 6, maybe 7 hours some of those days. So you're going to see me obviously every single day. Sploosh, no, I'm not. You really want me to skip you? I'll do it if you really don't want to. Of course, Quaid. So it's going to be the next like 27 days is going to be insane for me. And I can't, I live for this shit. Draft season, guys, is the most fun part, right? Drafting is actually the most fun part of fantasy. Tosh.0 is great, dude. Tosh.0, I think Daniel Tosh's stand-up is pretty underrated as well. All right, while we chill, I'm going to give you a nice little soothing. This is a song I actually wrote. Well, the idea of it, my guitar player took it. I'm playing keyboard. It's a super chill. It's called The Shire. I'm a pretty big Lord of the Rings fan. I'm more of a Star Wars fan than Lord of the Rings. I want to preface it with that, but I do like Lord of the Rings. Not The Hobbit, not a Hobbit guy, but the original 3, specifically the first 2. I know Big Ray and Storey have yelled at me for not liking The Return of the King as much as they do. I'm not a big Return of the King fan. It's a hell of a movie. It's a masterpiece, but I think the first 2 are better. Is that a hot take, guys? Rank the Lord of the Rings films in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. We all know what the numbers are. Rank them for me because I have it 2, 1, 3. I think the third is the weakest effort. It ends fucking 4 times. And if you're a Clerks fan, my favorite part of Clerks is the joke about how it ends a bunch of times and they all want to bang each other. And that's pretty apparent in the fucking film. But I rank it 2, 1, 3. That is my 2, 3, 1. 1 is the weakest. Yeah, 1 is the slowest, but it sets up the whole world, right? For someone that didn't read the books, but that's fair. 2, 3, 1. 2, I think the Towers is the best, right? But 2, 3, 1 from Sam. Guys, get it in there. I want to see what your rankings are. And let's get to some draft grades here, huh? Team reviews. I'm not going to do grades. I'm going to do reviews. McAuliffe, Caleb, Malik Willis, Geno Smith at quarterback. Geno at pick 215 is fucking robbery, dude. Love this quarterback room. Bijan Love at 26. That's fair. Montgomery, Corman, Monungai. I am in love with this start. Now, we'll see what you do with it, but this is epic, epic stuff, McAuliffe. Rob pretty much owns. Yeah, Rob, to your deck. Yeah, well, MTV. Didn't MTV end? Love this start, McAuliffe. Love this start. Nico, Burden, Harrison, Shakir, Harris, Wicks, Washington, Caleb Douglas, with Likely and Dulcet. So this is your weak spot right here. Tight end. And back-end receivers are a little suspect, but I dig this squad, dude. I don't have a lot of issues with it besides tight end room. As long as they stay healthy, I don't hate this team. This is a fucking great team. It's not that goofy. This running back room is bliss. The quarterback room is bliss. And I'm a Marv guy, and I like Shakir. The wide receiver, this is your problem. Back-end wide receivers and tight ends. This is an aggressive team. Fucking love it. Love it, love it, love it. Very good team. Keith, hopefully Keith's still with us. Not like alive. I know he's still alive. Keith's a fucking trooper. Hopefully he's still with us in the stream. Joe Burrow and Jackson Dart. ETN, Swift, Pollard, Washington, Vidal, and Ollie Gordon. So he went some upside running backs. 6 might be a bit heavy, but when the fall off from Pollard to Washington makes some sense. Chase, Neighbors, Pickens, Pittman, Higgins, Stribling at 123. That seems really fair with the stuff going on. I expect him to go like 112, 110 most of these drafts. Denzel Boston. You're a Denzel Boston, dude. I'm a Concepcion guy. But at 142, I don't hate that. Henry, Gaston, and Freiermuth. You got 3 Mohicans. I call those guys Mohicans. They're all like starters that, you know, are going to have some up and down weeks. You got 3 of them. Really nice build, man. And Keith plays aggressive, bro. And the running back group is aggressive. But everything else is not. I think it's pretty goddamn safe. I love the Pittman, Higgins. This stretch right here, some floor plays. And then shooting from the moon, they were dribbling it in Boston. So pretty good. Pretty good. This was a sharp room, and I don't think anyone made a lot of mistakes besides maybe the randos. Sploose does not want me to grade his team. Sploose, if you want me to grade your team, I'll go back to it. You tell me. Otherwise, you said not to. I'm going to respect your wishes. Patrick Mahomes and Sam Darnold at quarterback. This is a little light, but I think you could pay this off. This receiver room must be bonkers because Bucky's is number 1. Bucky at 53, Brooks, Dowdle, Chuba, and Pacheco. Pretty balanced there. This is an issue. I'm guessing this is the opposite of the team we just saw. This is going to be great at the back half. JSN, AJ Brown, Rasheed Rice, Terry McLaurin. Yes, sir. Flournoy, Dell, Judy, and Tyquan Thornton. I love the back end here. A lot of upside with Jerry Judy with some nice floor. Thornton, Rice, double stack there with Kittle, Kelsey, and Njoku. Endorsed on this one, man. Running back, this is the opposite of the team we just saw. The weaknesses early on, but you're betting on Mahomes, which is not a bad bet to make this year, man. Pick 101. Come on, what are we doing here? Solid. Darnold, I like it. I'm not too worried. Week 11's an issue for sure. That's probably why I didn't take Torrey Horton, because it would have been another one, and I got him. This is good. This is a good team. Fish Burrito, Lawrence, Love, and Cam Ward. You could argue it's a little heavy at quarterback, but a little bit of value on Cam Ward. Lawrence and Love is fine. You can argue a little light. I think it's fair. Cam Ward's a little heavy. Let's see how the rest of the team shaped out. Hendy, Mason, Rashad White, Tracy, and Lloyd. I hate Hendy as a 1. I really hate it. 54 is okay. Again, not my preference. Mason gives you some floor. White, these 2 guys kind of make up for the inconsistency of Hendy, but this is a rough running back room. I've seen worse. It could work out for sure, but not my favorite. I think this is too heavy at quarterback. St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Brian Thomas, Tyson. Nice fall on Tyson as your 4. Hunter, Ridley, Malachi Fields with Bowers, Loveland, and Helm. So I know you took Gunnar Helm to stack up with Cam Ward. Not in the business of stacking my 3rd quarterback when you have Lawrence and Love. And definitely not in the business of taking a 3rd tight end. This is already too heavy. These 2 guys are too heavy at tight end already. And if you want to do that, more power to you. I'm not going to hate on that necessarily. I don't love it. But taking Gunnar Helm, he's never beaten this lineup. This is the biggest issue. Stacking, what you should have done was just don't take Jordan Love. Right? If you just take Trevor Lawrence and Cam Ward, and you don't take Colson Loveland, like that's the way this team can really pop off. I don't mind the team. It's just that tight end situation. The tight end and quarterback room are too heavy, and it shows with the rest of the build. But you ended up pulling it off because you got Jordan Tyson at 76. You got Brian Thomas at 67. Like, this is enough, but this is questionable. Right here is questionable down here. And you're going to be flexing a tight end all the time. I don't hate that with who you have. Just wish you didn't try to stack Cam Ward, or if you were going to go that route, I wish you had just not selected Jordan Love, because Jordan Love is the one that is actually unstacked. So Marshawn Lloyd's the only guy. So if you want to go really ballsy with this team, don't take Jordan Love, take Cam Ward and do what you did. So I think the way this team is elite, don't take Love, don't take Loveland, both the Loves, Loveland and Love, and then go with Gunnar Helm and Brock Bowers. Go with more running backs. Go with another receiver between Tyson and Travis Hunter. We're going to go to the next team, Max. I do apologize. Again, it's hard to rate great teams. I'm just going to give you my true raw thoughts on what I think. I am not a best ball expert. Let's just preface it there. I do draft some banger teams, but just my honest opinion. Drake May and Brock Purdy. Nice fall on Brock Purdy, 13 after ADP. That's lovely. Great quarterback room. McCaffrey, A-Chain, Dobbins, Woody Marks, Braylon Allen. Emeka Igbigbu, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Jaden Reed. Diggs is your 5. Jennings, Branch, and Cyrus Allen. Mark Andrews, Hawkinson, and Kate Otten. You son of a bitch. You're the one that took Kate Otten. This is a very balanced team, man. Very balanced team. You need Brown Allen in the spot too, because I love the top 2 here. Again, brittle motherfuckers for sure. And then, Dobbins, Woody Marks. You need a Braylon Allen. Might still be a little light at running back, even though you have the 2 aces there. All in all, I like the depth at receiver, and you could argue Andrews and Hawkinson. I mean, in my mind, that's enough. But the value on Otten was fair. Pretty balanced team from Max. Max, from when you started doing these with us to where you are now, like, rarely am I ripping or being questioning your builds. Your builds have come a long way, and I'm glad to see that, man. I'm glad to see that. Go to my squad here real quick. Bo Nix, Tyler Shuck, and CJ Stroud. Really good value on Tyler Shuck and CJ Stroud. Like 13 picks, 16 picks of ADP for both these guys. So 31 picks combined for these guys' ADP value. JT, Henry, Harvey, Rodriguez, and Dylan Sampson. You guys help me out. You guys let me know what you think about my team, because I don't like to give my own opinions on my own team. I do think the running back room is pretty good. I love how I go to my opinion. You like that? Pretty solid running back room here. Olave, Tat, J-Mo, Carnell Tate, DK Metcalf, Xavier Worthy, and Torrey Horton, with Juwan Johnson, Dalton Schultz, and Evan Ingram. So I didn't realize these guys had the same bye. I'm drunk. It's a weak tight end room. No fucking question about it. They're both stacked up, though. That's the weakness. The wide receiver room, I think, is really strong with DK as a 5, Worthy and Horton. Fair 7 receivers. And then it's a fine team, man. It's a fine team. It's the tight end room is the biggest issue. I think if Ingram makes a team, and the worry is Evan Ingram can get cut. It's not a fucking joke. Like, he could get cut. Justin Jolly, though, the guy they drafted, is a project. So they should keep Evan Ingram. Taysom Hill wouldn't be playing out of tight end if they brought him in. It's not the best team in the world. I think I did the best I could with no stacks early on, and I was kind of scrambling. So not bad. Not bad. We have last couple teams. We have Ryan, the last squad here. Ryan, Jared Goff, Daniel Jones, and Bryce Young. Very balanced with Jared Goff. As much as we love stacking him, the no rushing upside stuff, you kind of want to go 3 quarterbacks with how long you wait with Jared Goff. He is undervalued for sure, though. Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, like this quarterback room. Kenneth Walker, Hampton, Jacobs, and JCM. All right. Pretty ballsy here, but it makes a lot of sense. As long as Jacobs is not suspended, this is a very nice running back room. Waddle, Adunze, Lemon, Shaheed, Tucker, Booty, Mitchell, Mooney, and Surratt with Warren and Laporta. Dude, tight end room's awesome. And the archetype of player you went for, I don't love Lemon, but he did fall a little bit. Again, I feel like he should be going in the 90s. But after this is what's up. Shaheed, Tucker, Booty, Mitchell. These 4 dudes, deep ball merchants, 2 points or 17 points. That's what you want. I hate that you have to kind of rely on them for some floor. One of these dudes are popping off each week. Mooney, early season production possibly, and then Surratt. I'm a Surratt guy over Lane. I think you're taking a dip there. I don't hate that. Pretty good squad, man. The tight end room is great, and you just need these running backs to stay healthy. This team will produce. Having 3 quarterbacks here, like, this is a very... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's a lot of insulation in almost every position besides running back, but you have 3 running back ones potentially with their wild card at JCM. I probably prefer this being a Kenny Gainwell, but in reality, do you even want a floor guy when you have 3 starting running back studs? So I'm not going to besmirch you for that. This is a good team, man. There's a lot of really good teams. You guys know fucking ball. And my team was just ADP value. And you guys were like, I'm taking the scraps, dude. Like Danny DeVito and Sonny, he's like, I take the scraps from Dennis with my Magnum dong. That's what Danny DeVito does. What I got to do with you guys, because you guys fucking are awesome.
What is happening here?
I haven't any idea, honestly.
I'm giving Frank a handy under the table.
That is true. Look, Snail, back off, because you're just mashing it now. It's not
For God's sakes, Gail.
Mom, I'm sexually active now. Get over
You're
it.
33 years old. You're supposed to be sexually active. You're not supposed to be fondling your uncle under a table.
Whoa, we're not blood related.
Quaid, I'm going to hit you up with the invite after I get off here. I'm not going to forget. And I know I'm drunk when the beers are warm. Like, I usually drink a beer every 10 minutes, and I did have some chugs, obviously. But that's a sign. That's a sign that I should probably bid you guys farewell. And we'll see you tomorrow night. But last couple comments, get them in. Anything you want to say, get them in. I'm here for you guys. And great night. Appreciate a couple people signing up for the community. All the supers, Super Beasts, Fantasy Dog, as always. Big Sploose joining the YouTube membership. Also a super chat from Big Sploose. Appreciate you, man. Jonathan, as always, he's probably sleeping. We had Ryan joining the community to play some redrafts with us. All you guys, very flattered. Very happy. This is the time we're about to take off, and I need every one of you guys, and I know you guys are all super loyal. Most of you guys are, so super happy, man. Appreciate it. What rookies do you think will have the biggest impact this season? That's a deep question for a drunk man. What rookies will have the biggest impact this season? Man, Concepcion, I think, has a chance based on his usage and role, but I'm gonna have to tell you that one in Discord, man. That's such an existential question with a million names. I'm just not equipped to answer right now. And I always have an answer for everything. Right now, I'm just like drawing a blank. Top 5 favorite Bears games of all time. I can give you this one, McAuliffe. I can give you a couple, and specifically the back-to-back Mike Brown pick sixes in overtime. Maybe one of them was a fumble, maybe. Either way, there were return touchdowns on defense during that magical Jim Miller year. Like, those two, holy fuck, dude. That was... The Bears were the most fraudulent team of all time that year. Like, that wasn't even the Super Bowl year. That was the Jim Miller year. But we went 13-3 that year, I recall. And we were winning games on defense. I think the Devin Hester game against the Cardinals was another example of that. The awesome Dennis Miller. Is it Dennis? Not Dennis. Dennis Miller is the comedian. Dennis, fuck, man. Who is it? Dennis, the black coach that is dead now. It's just terrible. They are who we thought they were. That game was insane because we had a defensive touchdown. We had another turnover that got us in the red zone. And we have the Devin Hester nail in the coffin. And, like, we had no business. Dennis Green, thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith. I'm not on my game right now, but I'm still on here for you guys. That was, if you go back and watch that game, it's like, if you want to go win probabilities, that was, like, the wildest thing because we were not moving the ball. We were in a shell because we were turning over the ball and we couldn't do anything. And, like, they all knew the Devin Hester thing. The same reason that, like, why did the Colts kick to us in the Super Bowl? Devin Hester. And, like, the defense won that game in the special teams, like, more than any other game I've ever seen. Like, that game should have been 31-7. We won the game. So those are 3 that come to mind off the top of my head that were just like, that's Bears football. And as great as that is, it's also terrible because can we ever just have a good offense? Can we ever just have like a real NFL team that just scores some points and is like, having a team that just complements itself? Complementary football. Can we have that? Never. It's always just defense and turnovers and special teams, which is fun to watch. But those are 3 for me that's just like all timers. That just is just like you're watching. You're like, what the fuck am I watching? How are I gonna win this game? And they won the game. So 5 favorite Super Bowls. I would say all recently the Harbaugh when the power went out. That was awesome. The Kaepernick one because it went longer and we're all partying. That was a wild game. Like I cannot believe that the Ravens won that Super Bowl. That was a Niners game. The Niners had that game. Kaepernick, the Niners in general, they should have a couple Super Bowls, but like those teams were elite. Patrick Willis, shout out Patrick Willis. There he is right there. Frank Gore, really good teams that just either NFC Championship game or in the Super Bowl, like just couldn't get it done. But that one was a great Super Bowl. And I think the Eagles Nick Foles one was pretty epic, even though we never want to root for the Eagles guys. But those are a couple of examples. But I got to get out of here, guys. I got to eat some fucking food. And Awesome stuff from everybody involved. Shout out to Nick O and Tom TD for the segment we did that feels like a million hours ago. That was fucking 5 hours ago almost. Great show. Keith, shout out. Anthony, McAuliffe, Quaid, all the people. Sam, you name it. I'm going to send you an invite here after I get off, Sam. And we'll be chatting in the Discord, my brother. So, thank you, guys. We will talk to you again tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central. We are going to be having a sleeper best ball draft with community members, and we're going to hop over to Underdog and do a couple after that. Really great teams drafted by everyone. It was really, really balanced situation that I'm lucky I had the teams I did, honestly. I just got some really good ADP value, but hell yeah, McCall, if you're the man. Keith, love you as always. Everybody else, we'll see you soon. I got to get some sleep. And mañana, as they say, south of the border. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. We'll see you soon.